So if you're a nonprofit and you've just finished a 48 and 48 weekend and you're trying to make a decision about what to do about hosting, you have essentially two options to begin with. We're going to walk you through what those options are together here. So the first option is you are welcome to take your website and take it to any hosting platform that you wish to take it to and do anything with it that you want to do. The site's completely free to you and you're welcome to do with it as you wish. Or you can stay on the 48 and 48 hosting platform where we are able to support you. We're able to cover license fees, and we're going to kind of explain what that difference is, right? So Mac, did I miss anything there? Is there anything you want to add to that?
No, that's exactly right. We don't restrict the nonprofits. We don't force them to stay on our hosting. But we of course encourage it because we kind of believe in the services that we provide, and the one-on-one support that we can provide is really can't be compared to other services.
Yeah, so that's a great point. Like, we encourage it also largely because it's actually cheaper if you compare apples to apples. And so, when you stay with the 48 and 48 platform, you've got a $30 plan and a $90 plan. And Mac, you'll go over those plans in a minute. But what you really need to know is that at the core, what we do is we have hosting that is optimized for WordPress. We keep WordPress and all of the relating plugins on your site up to date so that your site is secure and stable. And we cover the licenses for the premium plugins that are on your site. And so were you to pay a hosting company, a support provider, somebody to update and maintain your site, a webmaster, and pay all of those licensing fees and different licenses, it would actually cost you more per month than staying on one of our plans. So that's the first thing I think that's helpful to know. Mac, did I miss anything there?
No, I think you're completely right. The value that you get from hosting with 48 is huge, and like you just mentioned, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, technically, to ensure that the website stays running smoothly. And additionally, you get access to so many great things that 48 and 48 has to offer. Myself, for example, you get access to me, and I think not to toot my own horn or anything, but I think the ability to reach out to me if you have any concerns or questions with the site. Like I've mentioned it a few times, my Calendly link, which will be in this lesson. You have access to me whenever your heart desires. So I think that's extremely valuable, and that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. That's what's visible, not even to mention the stuff that's going on behind the scenes.
And how do the packages break down? We've got a $30 and a $90 a month package. Would you just kind of give us a quick breakdown of each one? What are the basics behind each one?
Yeah, definitely. So the first one that we see is just the hosting package. That's the $30 a month plan. That will get you all of the wonderful things that Adam just mentioned, keeping the site up to date, keeping the plugins up to date, backups of the site, security of the site, and free SSL. All of these things will be handled completely by us behind the scenes. You will never have to worry about them. If you have the kind of interest or the ability to manage the site by yourself, and don't need anything fancy, then hosting will work perfectly for you. And then finally, our maybe our most valuable tier, the premium tier. If you need any updates made to the site, the $90 tier is extremely valuable. Unlimited 30-minute or less tasks, and the only reason that's in place is we can't do a whole site revamp for you, but our support guys are really good. They can do a lot in 30 minutes, and you can request as much of those per month as you want. So if you need more of that managed hosting experience, that's where you would find that here.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great overview. And again, I just want to always reiterate, like, no one's locked in here. If you want to move the site somewhere else and manage and do all that stuff on your own and get your own licenses for the plugins, all that, you are absolutely welcome to do that. But we think it's just easier to stay, and we try to make it as easy as possible. And we try to make sure we keep it as cost effective as possible to actually help you save money in the long run and give you better support, because this is what we do. We want to help nonprofits have a great presence on the web so you can do more good in the world. We're not doing a contract or anything like that. It's just you're able to do what you want with your site when you want to do it. So. And if you have any questions, if they have any questions about hosting Mac, how would they ask those questions or find out more information?
So our website is a great place to start. We have the hosting and support portal, which we'll link in this lesson as well. That you can have an overview of the different hosting packages like we've just talked about. But if you want to read those for yourself, that's where you would find them, as well as some kind of general pros and cons to staying with 48 and 48. We kind of lay out what we think the value of hosting with us is. If your questions or concerns go past something that you find there, then of course you're happy to reach out to me, and we can talk about it. I can address any concerns you have with that Calendly link. I'd be happy to talk to you.
Fantastic. And Mac, just to be clear too, the Calendly link is a place they can go to put time on your calendar and actually have a conversation with you personally, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll join and we'll have a 15-minute conversation. If we need more time, we can always schedule more time. But you can drop those on my calendar to your heart's content. And any questions you have, any concerns you have, we can talk through them.